Shalom, y'all. We have Shavua coming up, and this week's Parsha is Parshat Bamidbar. Very interesting, at the beginning of the Parsha, it discusses the different locations where the tribes were camped in the desert, and I want to focus on three of those tribes. Those are Judah, Yisachar, and Zebulun. So everybody knows that there was a partnership that went on between Yisachar and Zebulun. Yisachar was the tribe that was always busy learning Torah, and Zebulun was the tribe that was going to support them in that endeavor, and the idea was Yisachar learns the Torah, and Zebulun gets the merit in heaven for that Torah having been learned. But the rabbis tell us, Nachmanides specifically, tells us that every tribe was next to its friend for a specific reason. So we said you have four sides, there's 12 tribes, so there's 3 tribes on each side. You had Yisachar, Zebulun, and Judah on the eastern side. So we know why Yisachar and Zebulun were together, but why was Judah included in this trio? What part did Judah have to play in the closeness and the placement next to Yisachar and Zebulun? So to answer this question, we have to look at the primary attribute of Judah. If you look at Judah, the tribe, and you look at different individuals throughout the story of the Bible, you notice that there's one attribute that really stands out in this tribe, and that is the attribute of, we call in Hebrew, achrayut, taking responsibility, the attribute of leadership. And we see this many times. First of all, in the famous episode between Judah and Tamar, where there was this lady that became pregnant, and she stood trial, and she stood a chance of being killed, and Judah took responsibility for the act, and that was considered an act of responsibility. Another example of this is when we know that the Jewish people are facing the Egyptians on the one side and the Yam Suf, the Red Sea, on the other. No one was ready to go into the ocean except for none other than Nachshon ben Aminadav, who himself was from the tribe of Judah. And then finally, just last episode, you also have Judah telling Jacob, I'm going to take responsibility to bring your son Benjamin back from Egypt. So why am I telling you all of this? Just to show that the tribe of Judah has built into it the attribute of leadership and taking responsibility. So let's put that on hold for 1 second. To answer our original question, we have to ask another question, right? That's what we do as Jews. We love asking questions. Question is, when Jacob was on his way down to Egypt, the first thing he did was send Judah before the rest of the family to go set up shop. What does setting up shop mean in Jacob and his family? Setting up a makom Torah, a place of Torah study, a house of worship, a place of Torah study. And who does Jacob, our forefather, send to Egypt ahead of the gang to set up this house of Torah study? None other than the tribe of Judah. But one might ask the question, of all the tribes that Jacob is sending to set up a house of Torah study, shouldn't Jacob have sent the tribe that represents Torah study more than any other tribe, the tribe of Issachar? Why is Jacob specifically choosing Judah over Yisachar to be the first one in Egypt to set up the house of Torah study? And I think that the answer of that question will answer our original question of why Judah is placed next to Yisachar. The answer is because Jacob realized that Torah alone, for the sake of study, is great, but it's not enough. Jacob was interested in having a foundation of Torah that had in it a calling of achrayut, a calling of responsibility. It wasn't enough just to have a house of study where a bunch of scholars are just studying Torah and that's it. Jacob specifically wanted to send Judah, the one tribe that manifests this attribute of leadership and responsibility, to establish a house of study where we are not only just studying the Torah for ourselves, we are studying the Torah in order to share it and lead with it. And that really explains to us also why God intended that the tribe of Judah be situated near Yisachar. Jacob and Hashem, God specifically wanted Yisachar to learn from Judah the attribute of taking responsibility in the realm of learning Torah. And this, my friends, is true in every aspect in life. Anytime we have a positive attribute, it could be Torah, it could be prayer. If we have something in life that's positive, that we feel we're able to impress upon others, our fellow Jews, and make the world a better place, that is our calling. We're learning that from our forefathers, and in this week's Parsha, we're learning that in the closeness that God placed between Judah and Yisachar. It wasn't enough just to have a tribe of Torah learning. We have to have that tribe learning from the best example of responsibility and leadership, Judah, to learn how that Torah is to be given. There is lilmod, we learn the Torah. There's also lilamed, there's teaching the Torah. May we all merit to come into this coming holiday of Shavuot, learning the beauty of Torah, re-inheriting our heritage of Torah, but not just learning it for ourselves, sharing it and making the world a better place. Thank you very much and have a great Yom Tov.